Yes, yes, yes. It's Raphael Dawkins. It's the Combat Radio. And if you enjoy the content but have not yet subscribed, then please kindly do so. Okay, so today we're looking at the story that Deontay Wilder, where is he? Deontay Wilder versus Luis Ortiz sold very, very poorly. Now, if that transpires to be the case, then that would be a surprise to nobody. Nobody expected this. Nobody in the right mind expected this to be a big seller. And you may ask, well, why not? I'll tell you why. I will tell you why. It's because it's a fight you'd already seen 2 years ago. Damn near 2 years ago. 20 months to be precise. What's the problem with that? What's the problem with the fight happening 2 years after the original fight? What's the problem with that? Well, I'll tell you what the problem with that is. The problem with that is the guy here on the right goes by the name of Luis Ortiz. And even though his number on paper is 40 years of age, he is widely believed to be much older than his stated 40 years. Some have him up as high as 50 years of age. The more conservative have him at 47. So effectively, if he's 47 now, he would have been 45 then. And it was widely believed, including by myself, that Luis Ortiz lost that fight due to old age, fatigue, exhaustion. Many of us, and myself included, believe that Luis Ortiz went down in the first fight due primarily to exhaustion. Wasn't even really knocked out. Buzzed, dropped. But could he get up? Was too tired to get up. Did get up. Was too tired to carry on. That was 2 years ago. 20 months. So what the dickens did people expect to happen this time around? I'll tell you what, they expected the same damn thing. Same damn thing. Only earlier. And what happened? That's what happened. He got dropped. But worse than he did before. Worse than he did before. This time, yeah, he did get up. But he was still on wobbly feet, wobbly legs. And the problem is that Wilder's handlers and promoters, PBC, also PBC, for Ortiz, wanted to get the most bang for their buck. Or was it his promoters and handlers, or was it Wilder himself? Wilder himself was insisting that the fight be pay-per-view. He said, I'm a pay-per-view star now. So I'm a pay-per-view boxer now. That was his position. So the fight went to pay-per-view. Big mistake, in my opinion. Big mistake. Because he might end up selling the lowest selling pay-per-view in pay-per-view history. And some believe that is what has happened. It is being reported that the PPV tracking results, according to Rick Glazer, are stagnating at 2,500 buys. Let me repeat that, 2,500 buys. Not 250, 2,500. Now, even for me, somebody who believed the pay-per-view figures would be absolutely abysmal, dire, terrible, even I find it difficult to believe that this pay-per-view only generated 2,500 buys. Even I find that difficult to believe. 100, let's do the maths. Let's do the maths before we go over to Rick Glazer. Okay, I got my calculator ready. Okay, so 100,000 times $75 results in 7,500,000 sales. 500, what? $7,500,000. That's what's generated by 100,000. Okay. I would imagine that would be the low figure. 200,000, which I believe would be a more realistic figure. Times that figure by 75. Even that would be bad, but times that by $75 equals $15 million. So if they get there up, what to me is the ceiling for them, 200,000 sales, that will generate 15 million pay-per-view sales. Now we have to half that. The pay-per-view providers take 50%. So we have to half that. We divide that by 2 and arrive at a figure of $7.5 million. $7.5 million. Now we take Deontay Wilder's guarantee out of that. That's 3 million? 3 million. Add Luis Ortiz. Add his guarantee onto that. That's 4.5 million. That's what? That's 2.5 million remaining for the promoters and associated officials. So, my question to you is, where is this extra money that's being talked about? Where is that going to come from? Some people have the belief, the misguided belief, in my opinion, that Deontay Wilder is going to earn 20 million from this. Where? How? Even at the most optimistic figure, my most optimistic figure, that only generates, after deductions, that only generates 7.5 million. And a couple of that million will most likely go to the promoters and associated parties, leaving 3 million for Deontay Wilder and 1.5 for Ortiz. Yeah, there's going to be some advertising money. A little bit of advertising money. But where's the 20 million coming from? Where is that extra 17 million for Deontay coming from? Some people are saying he might get 20. Where is the extra 5.5 going to come from for Luis Ortiz? So that's what? 17 plus 5.5. What's that? 22.5? Where is the extra $22.5 million coming from? Where is that coming from? So, Rick Glazer, the statement is being alleged that he has said it's only 2,500 PPV sales. I find that incredibly hard to believe. Matter of fact, I'm going to wait for the official figures. But 2,500? Come on, please. No, that's almost impossible. But just for the hell of it, let's do the maths on 2,500 sales. All right, $75. Times that by 2.5 thousand. That's $187,500. That is not going to cut it. That's not going to cut it. Man like Deontay Wilder, and Luis Ortiz would probably owe the promoters money. This is crazy, crazy, y'all. It's just crazy, man. But I think the figures are going to fall. The pay-per-view figures are going to fall bang in line with the $3 million payday for Deontay Wilder and a $1.5 million payday for Luis Ortiz. Are they going to get a cherry on top? Are they going to get a cherry on top? Or maybe. But where the hell that is going to come from, I don't know. I don't think it's going to be a big cherry. It's going to be a little cherry. It's going to be like a baby cherry. This is crazy, y'all. Talk about economic power. Talking about economic power. Wow. Well, seems like the stock exchange must be down. The stock exchange must be down for Deontay Wilder and Luis Ortiz. But even I wouldn't wish 2,500 PPVs on these guys. That would be utterly horrible. Horrible. What say you? It's the Raphael Dawkins, it's the Combat Radio, it's the like, it's the subscribe, it's the comment, it's the shares. And it is the hitting that bell icon to stay updated with news and notifications. Okay, what can I say? And don't forget to follow me on Twitter. It's the Raphael Dawkins, it's the Combat Radio, and I'm out.